Hi, my name is Michelle Temple, and I am the author of The Thoughts I See.
I didn't really know that some of the things that maybe now I would even trace back to like when I was 10 or 11, when I was very scared of my like schizophrenic uncle who lived across the street. And I used to imagine him killing my parents and myself every night before I went to bed. And at that point, it was just a fear, and we never talked in families then about fears, but it just replayed over and over in my mind. Now, I didn't realize that at the time that there was really anything different about me than just that I was very afraid, very fearful of that. It wasn't until I went to university where I started to have things that I started to see just out in public that I knew wasn't right. But I tried to, I think, bury it. Like I think I just tried to pretend that it wasn't there lots of times. Like, cause I would see it. I would be walking down the street and I'd see people getting stabbed or somebody, getting chased by an axe and getting cut up, and I'd see babies with their throat slashed, and I'd see all these things as I walked, and I would just try to say, no, 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 like that's not right. But I just tried to hide it because I would think I was just afraid that if I told anybody that they would put me away or they would
Mhm.
like shun me and I couldn't be me. I couldn't go to university. I couldn't be smart. I couldn't, Kevin wouldn't be with me. He wouldn't marry me. Like everything seemed to hinge on that for me, that if I was mentally ill, then I couldn't have the life as I had it. So I just, as much as I tried to do, I just tried to block it. But then it would turn more towards me because I hated myself so much for like having it and always seeing it, that because I knew there was something wrong with me. And so then I would just keep turning it on myself. So I would just, if I'd see somebody getting their throat slashed, then I would just slash my own. Then I'd slash my wrists. Then I'd cut myself, so that every time I saw an image, I would do the same to myself to try to make it stop. And then it would kind of stop. That was in my way. If you know about OCD, about somebody washing their hands, because that's germs, right? So they do is see germs, 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 germs. They have to wash their hands to try to get rid of that. That's the compulsion part. And for me, the compulsion part, the obsession was actually seeing the images. The compulsion part for me was not a physical action like washing my hands. It was a mental action, which was to just turn the knife or turn whatever it was on myself, whether it was hanging myself or doing whatever. It was to do that to try to stop the first one. And that's how people keep washing their hands, because they're trying to stop the germ thought, stop the germ thought. And for me, it was just hurt yourself, just hurt yourself, just hurt yourself. And so that's basically how it started. That when I knew that there was something wrong, but I for sure was not going to tell anybody about it.